The kingdom of Valdira once sang with the light of gods. Now it whispers only with wind and ash. In the ruins of its once golden capital, a lone figure walks among broken statues and burned banners, Kaelen Dravenheart, once a warden of the Rift, now a ghost among the living. His armor bears the scars of 1,000 wars, his eyes hollow yet sharp, as though they still search for something lost long ago. The land around him is gray, lifeless. He stops before a shattered monument, kneeling. Kaelen. It's been 10 winters since the fire faded, and still, I hear your voices in the silence. He touches the cracked stone. Beneath his gauntlet, faint whispers rise, the voices of the fallen. Whisper, faint. Kaelen, the oath, remember the oath. Kaelen recoils. He draws his sword, a long black blade etched with runes that faintly glow red. The cursed steel hums, as though alive. Kaelen. I remember enough. More than I wish I did. From the mist, an old woman appears, cloaked, her eyes white as frost. A wandering seer. Seer. Your past still breathes, Warden. The rift trembles once again. Its hunger grows. Kaelen. The rift was sealed. I sealed it myself. Seer. Seals break, Kaelen Dravenheart. Oaths fade. And yours was never truly fulfilled. He turns away, gripping his sword tighter. Kaelen. I buried that war with my brothers. Seer. Then you buried it shallow. The dead do not rest while their slayer still walks. Kaelen's expression hardens, but there's pain in his eyes. Kaelen. What do you want from me? Seer. Not I, the rift calls. And it knows your name. She vanishes into the fog, leaving him alone again, but her words cling to him like ash. For the first time in years, he feels the air shift, as though the world itself had drawn breath. Kaelen returns to the capital, the heart of Valdira, now nothing but hollow stone. Banners of his old order still hang in tatters. He walks through the halls of the broken citadel. Ghostly echoes of laughter and steel fill his mind. Kaelen, softly. Brothers, forgive me. Then, a sound. A footstep. A voice behind him, low, sharp, familiar. Aric. I told them you'd return. Kaelen freezes. He turns to see Aric Vorn, his former comrade, but not as he remembered. Aric's armor is blackened, his eyes glowing with rift fire. Half his face is human, the other half, shadow. Kaelen. Aric. You fell in the siege. I saw you die. Aric, smiling coldly. You saw me reborn. The rift saved me, showed me truth. You called it a curse, but it's a gift. Kaelen draws his blade. Kaelen. It twisted you. Aric. It freed me. The rift doesn't destroy, it remakes. The world that betrayed us deserves the same. Aric's form flickers, darkness coiling around him. Kaelen steps forward, but shadows bar his path. Ghostly warriors emerge, armor warped, faces hidden. Kaelen. Those are our brothers. Aric. They serve willingly now. Join them, Kaelen. Reclaim the oath we were denied. Kaelen's voice is steady, but heavy. Kaelen. I swore to protect this realm. You swore the same. Aric. Then protect it, from itself. Aric vanishes into the mist, leaving Kaelen surrounded by the undead. He fights them, every strike echoing with sorrow. The cursed sword glows brighter, feeding on each kill. When the last shadow falls, Kaelen collapses, panting. A soft voice breaks the silence. Lira. You shouldn't have come alone. Kaelen looks up to see Lira, a young priestess of the old order, white robe streaked with dust. Her eyes burn with quiet conviction. Kaelen. You should have stayed away, priestess. Lira. And let you face the rift alone. No one can. Not even you. She shows him a small crystal, glowing faintly. Lira. This leads to the heart of the rift. It's waking. If Aric reaches it first, the veil will tear again. Kaelen hesitates. Kaelen. You don't know what waits below. Lira. I know enough. I've read the records of your war. You sealed it once before, with half your army's lives. Kaelen looks away. Kaelen. Half an army. Half my soul. Lira meets his eyes, calm, fearless. Lira. Then seal it again. Let me help. He doesn't answer, but his silence is acceptance. Together, they descend into the catacombs, where the world begins to bleed into shadow. The deeper they go, the less the air feels real. The walls pulse like veins. The light fades until only the cursed blade glows red. Lira. These tunnels, they're alive. Kaelen. They're dying. Slowly. Ghostly figures appear in the mist, men in warden armor. Kaelen stops. Kaelen. Don't look at them. Lira. They're spirits, aren't they? Kaelen. No. Memories. The phantoms whisper. Voices. Traitor, butcher, you left us. Kaelen grips his sword, trembling. Lira. What happened, Kaelen? He finally speaks, his voice breaking. Kaelen. We were losing the war. The rift had swallowed half the world. I had one choice, open the gates, draw them in, seal it from within. I thought I could save them. I didn't. The whispers grow louder, accusing, relentless. Kaelen. They begged me not to close it. I did anyway. I thought it was mercy. Lira. And it was. You saved countless lives. Kaelen. And damned the rest. I don't deserve redemption. Lira steps closer. Lira. Then don't seek it. Earn it. He looks at her, surprised. Then nods, silently. They continue, until they reach a vast chamber where the rift itself yawns open, a tear in reality, swirling with red light and black mist. At its edge stands Aric, waiting, sword drawn, his body part flesh, part shadow. Aric. You brought her. How noble. Kaelen. It ends here, Aric. Aric. No, brother. It begins anew. Their blades clash, one black with curse, the other burning with rift fire. Every strike shakes the air. Aric. You sealed our fate once. You'll not do it again. Kaelen. I didn't kill you then. I should have. Aric. You couldn't. You still can't. You need me. You fear the rift will take you too. Kaelen's blows grow slower, the whispers in his sword louder. Lira tries to chant a spell to strengthen the seal, but Aric strikes her down. She falls, blood staining the stone. Kaelen kneels beside her. Lira, weakly. Don't let it win. Kaelen looks at the rift, the storm of souls swirling, hungry, endless. Kaelen. Maybe it already has. He stands, lifting his sword. The blade burns crimson as he whispers an ancient vow, words not spoken since the first warden fell. Kaelen. I am Kaelen Dravenheart. Last warden of the rift. By my blood and by the oath I broke. I bind my soul to its silence. The runes ignite, his armor shattering piece by piece. Aric lunges, but Kaelen catches his blade, drives his own sword through Aric's chest. Aric, dying. You'll join me, in the void. Kaelen. No. I'll end it. The rift roars. Kaelen's form begins to dissolve in light. Aric's shadow fades into the storm as Kaelen pushes the cursed blade into the rift's core. Light consumes everything. Silence. Then, the sound of wind. Lira opens her eyes, weak but alive. The rift is gone. Only scorched earth remains, and beside her, Kaelen's armor, empty, his blade turned to gray stone. She kneels beside it, tears falling silently. Lira. You did it. You finally did it. She takes the stone sword, placing it at the base of the broken seal. Lira, softly. Your watch is over, Warden. Rest. As dawn breaks, sunlight touches Valdira for the first time in years. In the wind, faintly, almost like an echo, Kaelen's voice lingers. Kaelen, whisper. The rift sleeps, and so do I. Lira rises and walks toward the horizon, her silhouette framed by the sun. The kingdom is scarred, but the light is real, and for the first time in generations, hope breathes again. Weeks pass. The light that broke through the rift's collapse begins to dim. Lira wanders the reborn capital, helping survivors rebuild, but something in the air feels wrong. The wind carries whispers again, soft and rhythmic, almost breathing. Lira, to herself. It's only the wind. Only the wind. At night she dreams of Kaelen, standing on an endless plain, eyes closed, the gray sword in his hand glowing faintly red again. When she wakes, that same red shimmer pulses inside the stone blade lying at the temple altar. The priests claim it's a blessing. Lira feels otherwise. Rumors spread. Cattle found drained of blood near the old battlefield. Patrols vanish. Survivors whisper of a figure moving through the mist, armored in fragments of black steel, its face hidden by ash. Lira rides out alone to the ruins where Kaelen fell. The air there tastes of metal and smoke. She kneels beside the stone sword, cracks vein its surface, glowing from within. Lira. Kaelen, your rest isn't peace, is it? A voice answers, distant but familiar, carried by the wind. Kaelen, whisper. Peace is the lie we tell ourselves when duty is done. Lira stumbles back, heart racing. Lira. Where are you? Kaelen. Everywhere the rift once touched. It remembers me, and I remember it. From the shadows he steps forward. His eyes still blue, but burning faintly crimson around the edges. His armor is reshaped by black veins of rift metal that pulse like living flesh. Lira, whispering. No, you sealed it. You. Kaelen. I did. But the seal bound me to it. The rift needed a guardian. It chose its last warden. He smiles, weary, almost gentle, yet the ground trembles beneath his feet. Over days, Kaelen's presence spreads like a storm. The cracks in reality reopen, small at first, ghost lights in the sky, water turning black, shadows lengthening even at noon. Wherever he walks, the earth hardens into glass. He tries to help people he once protected, but when he reaches for them, they recoil. The touch of his hand burns frost into their skin. Villager, screaming. Monster. Kaelen turns away. For the first time, he sees himself reflected in a shattered window, eyes of flame, skin veined with darkness. He remembers Aric's words, the rift doesn't destroy, it remakes. Lira gathers the remnants of the priesthood. She believes if she breaks the stone sword, the anchor that ties Kaelen to the world, he might finally rest. They confront him at dusk beside the broken seal. Lira. You can't stay, Kaelen. The rift lives through you. It feeds on your will. Kaelen. If I fall, it opens again. Lira. If you stay, it will devour everything. He lowers his head. Kaelen. Then let it end with me. She raises a hammer blessed by the old rites. Her hands shake. Lira. I don't want to do this. Kaelen. You swore to protect the realm. Keep your oath, even if I couldn't keep mine. She swings. The stone blade shatters. A blast of scarlet light rips through the air. Kaelen falls to his knees, screaming, the rift's essence pouring out of him like smoke and fire. Lira rushes forward, catching him. Lira. Hold on, please, hold on. Kaelen, softly. Do you hear them? The voices, they're quiet now. Lira. You'll be free soon. Kaelen. No. I'll be whole. His eyes close, and reopen crimson. The ground splits, swallowing light. Lira screams as shadows burst outward, forming a massive, winged silhouette, neither man nor beast. Kaelen's voice echoes from within it. Kaelen. The rift needs a warden, and I have become what I swore to destroy. The priests flee. Lira alone remains, kneeling before the creature towering over her. Lira. If there's any part of you left, remember who you were. The creature pauses. For a heartbeat, Kaelen's human face flickers through the flame. Kaelen. I remember. That's why I can't stop. He lifts his hand. The world darkens. A tide of shadow rolls outward, consuming the ruins, but halts at Lira's feet. She whispers through tears. Lira. Then take the darkness, and guard it from within. For the first time, Kaelen smiles, faint, sorrowful. Kaelen. Always. The creature spreads its wings, drawing all shadow, fire, and rift light into itself. The sky clears, dawn returns, but Kaelen is gone. Where he stood, only a black mark remains, carved deep into the earth, a sigil shaped like an eye, forever watching. Years later, children in Valdira whisper the tale of the Warden of Ash, the ghost who guards the borders of the realm. Travelers claim that in storms, when lightning splits the sky, they glimpse a towering figure in the clouds, sword of flame drawn across the horizon. Lira, now gray-haired, stands upon a rebuilt wall at dusk. She gazes toward the mountains where thunder gathers. Lira, quietly. You kept your oath, Kaelen, but it cost you everything. A single tear falls. The wind carries it away, into the darkness beyond the peaks. For an instant, the clouds shape themselves into the outline of a warrior bowing his head. And then they vanish. Thus ended Kaelen Dravenheart, hero, traitor, warden, god. He sealed the rift, but the rift sealed him. And in the endless balance between light and shadow, his name endures, a reminder that even salvation can rot into curse.